So first of all, Mr. Maheshwari and Mr. Prasad, thank you very much for inviting us today. So myself, Arun Prasad, I look after the sales organization for Refinitive in South Asia. I would like to thank you and the entire ANMI team for giving us an opportunity to come and speak here. I'll just take a couple of minutes to give a little bit of context also about Refinitive. Most of, in the equities industry, people do know us. But I would like to point out a couple of things. We are really proud about our 165 years legacy in India. We are known as a global company, but our history in India goes back almost 165 years. And while we are pumping the data, our market data globally, enabling transactions globally in the FX business, in the fixed income business, you can see that we're doing over $400 billion in FX business, not just equities, but other asset classes, fixed income. It's very important. We're really proud about the fact that our powerhouse is India with over 5,000 employees. And we are quite cognizant of the fact that India has a special place, although we are a global firm. And at the core of it, I would also like to share that, look, all these platforms that we have built across asset classes has been with the feedback and of the support of the financial community. Without your support, it wouldn't have been possible for us to reach this stage where we are today. I'll just go over and share how this feedback is helping us build our roadmap for the brokerage industry out here in India. Our view is that between 2020 and 2022, the conversation today will not just be about NSE now and the shutdown of their service, but I think when we work with our clients, what we have realized is that we have to work with them over the long term. And our view is that over 2022, 2022, the brokerage industry here in India will see a dramatic shift. The biggest drivers out there is definitely the new types of investors we're seeing in the market. In spite of the COVID-19, what you might have seen is that many of our customers have actually taken on new customers. Where some customers, for example, I can't name them here, they've taken, in 3 months, they've taken over 1 million new customers, and we've been a partner with them in it. And we're also seeing that the brokerage industry as a whole also has to shift to create new revenue streams based on fee-based revenues. So you'll see that, we're working with our customers across multiple projects in the brokerage industries. In some cases, we work with discount brokers. In some cases, we've helped launch discount brokers. We're also helping them launch services to high net worth individuals, advisory, and capture millennial investors. The core reason in our belief is because the Indian investor is completely rewired today. The Indian investor is a sophisticated investor, probably even better than many international investors in the retail brokerage industry that we work with across the globe. They definitely want a digital solution which works across devices, a digital experience. 24/7 service is also becoming more and more important for brokerages to think about. The reason for that is Indian markets are now connected to the globe, right? Anything that happens in the US or Europe, it definitely impacts when markets open out here in India. And while brokerages are trying to build new revenue streams through advisory, they're also realizing, and we've also worked with our customers and realized that it's important that clients also are given self-help tools because they want to dive deeper. And while they're getting the advice from the brokerage, they want to basically go and investigate things on their own. So at the end of it, the investor, which is your customers, the broker's customers, they are definitely getting more and more sophisticated. So with that, I'd like to invite my esteemed colleague, Rajiv Singh, who will share how we bring this roadmap together for our clients as part of our Nest retail platform. Thank you. Over to you, Rajiv. Rajiv, I think you're still on mute. Sorry.
Rajiv?
Sorry. Thank you so much, Arun. And a big thank you to ANMI for organizing this webinar for us. Thank you to all the broking members who have found time to be with us on this webinar. And a big thank you to all the broker fraternity for making this product as the most widely accepted product in this market. Now, as Arun has briefed about the legacy of Refinitive. The legacy of Nest starts from this particular country, and because of this particular fraternity. What I would say is, while we say it as Nest, every straw of this nest is because of the broker fraternity and their feedbacks, right? Every other feature that we have built in this particular platform has come from you. So taking this forward, this is a small overview of where we are today. Now, on this platform, collectively across the country, there are around 10 million registered end users. Active users who are trading daily on our platform is around 2 million. And on a single setup, we have handled around 300,000 concurrent login, along with 7 million trades a day. Now, this I'm speaking with single OMS and single RMS without a split, right? Without putting different boxes and without segregating the risk management over different customers and over different branches or dealers. On single RMS, single OMS, we have processed 7 million trades a day and around 300,000 concurrent logins. Total trades generally we process on this particular solution is around 17 million trades a day. This particular platform we have provided as a hosted solution so that we can provide a seamless customer experience. We manage the entire IT setup. We manage the entire burden of hosting a platform, maintaining it, operating it from the application perspective. And we allow members to focus on the two important things, which is your risk management and which is your business. Some of the key customers that are using this platform on retail segment, Zerodha being one of them, Angel, SBI Cap, Edelweiss, Stanchart Securities, Indiabull Securities. There are 100 other customers who are using this platform from a retail perspective. We do have an institutional platform which helps brokers to process buy-side transactions. Some of the customers who are using this platform are JP Morgan, Citi, Kotak, ICSA, CIMB, IFL, to name a few of them. What do we provide as a solution from the sell side perspective? Our integrated OMS and RMS platform. As I said, it is scalable up to 300,000 concurrent logins and up to 7 million trades a day. We have tried to make this platform more intelligent, and as everybody knows that Refinitive is big in data across the world, we have taken a lot of Refinitive content and have integrated that inside the platform. That helps clients in decision making while they are trying to process a transaction. So what we have tried to do is throughout the client journey, we have tried to provide information to the client. And whenever there is a transaction and client wants to have some information, we give that to the customer. If a customer is on the information page and he decides to transact, there is a transaction button available. So we have tried to bridge that gap between information and transaction. The different channels that are available for transaction for end investors are a web-based platform, a mobile-based platform, a desktop-based platform. For dealers and admin, there is a desktop platform available. The different asset classes that we support: equities, equity derivatives, currency, commodities, mutual funds, IPOs. There are revenue-generating products available inside the platform like bracket order, cover order, equity SIP. I'll cover those products. And a comprehensive risk management system. There are around 500 plus risk management rules available inside the platform so that a member can configure the risk rule as per his requirement. What is the full ecosystem? The ecosystem is a robust and flexible OMS and RMS platform. Smart information, integration with Refinitive content, data integrated with it. Open architecture. We were the first ones in India who came out with this open architecture, and we said we will open our platforms for third parties to integrate and process transactions through that. So there are a set of stable and robust APIs that are available through which you can connect either a third-party front-end system or your legacy back-office systems, DP systems, IVR systems, wealth management platforms. Using these APIs. APIs are available in form of .NET, REST, C++, Java, right? All these products are vendor empaneled products, so it gives you a quicker go-to-market And with all the front ends available, it provides an end-to-end solution. So these are the key features of the platform. On OMS and RMS, the OMS and RMS setup is role-based. You can define different set of roles for different set of hierarchies in the platform. You can create super admins, you can create admins, you can create branch, dealer, clients. At each level, admin, super admin, dealer, even to the level of investor, you can define the kind of role that you want to assign to that particular set of users. The behavior, the menus, everything will depend on the kind of role that you have assigned to that particular set of users. As we spoke, 500 plus risk management rules, whether it's your exposure, margin, M2M, script, exchange, product, at every level, there are comprehensive risk rules available, which you can use in permutation and combination across different category of customers and define your business rules on those set of customers. So if you're doing an online business, generally what you do is for faceless customers, you have some stringent risk management rules, and where you have advisory driven relationship based business, you give more leverage to that. So based on the category that you define, you can define either a stricter risk rule or a more moderate risk rule for different set of customers. Then there are M2M margins, warnings, alerts, square off based on M2M, square off based on product behavior. And you can configure that, and you can trigger those square offs based on time or based on manual activity. File uploaders for uploading different files into the platform. And when we say MIS reports, all kind of reports are available in the platform. User interface, as we spoke, there is a dealer desktop, there is an investor desktop, responsive HTML5 web-based platform, risk admin interface, and a mobile-based interface, which we call as ProTrade. The different special orders that are available in the platform, which helps you in generating revenue, is equity SIP orders. In this product, a client can define a systematic investment for a particular stock based on amount and based on quantity. So suppose somebody wants to buy, say, 10 quantity of ACC every week, he can put that order, store that order in the platform, and based on the frequency that the client has set, system will automatically trigger those orders to the exchange. Margin funding, most of it is, as of now, most of it is happening through an offline risk management system where your back offices monitors the position and then you generate a file and square it off on the platform. In our case, what we have done is based on the funding percentage that you put to a script or to a client, the system monitors the risk on the platform. And if the loss is more than the funding percentage or the limit that you define, system can trigger auto score up on that. It does real-time valuation of the stock during the day, keeps tab of the money that you are making or losing on that particular stock, and gives you alerts based on the alert levels that you have set. You can do an auto score off for some of the customers where you don't want to do auto score off and you want to monitor manually. You can manually monitor those positions and you can do a manual score off from there. So this funding product actually helps you in monitoring all the MTF scripts positions that a client has. Now, third product is GTC GTD. It means exchange provides GTC GTD for commodity markets. It's not there for equity markets. So we have provided this functionality where a customer can decide good till cancel or good till day order. Order will be placed in the system. If it gets traded on the day, it gets closed. If not, the exchange cancels the order at the end of the day, but we store that order and we generate that order on the next day. For exchange, it would be a fresh order on the next day, but we manage that through an internal order ID, and we carry forward that order till the validity of that order. So GTC and GTD orders are there. Cover order and bracket order. Cover order, as all of you know, it's a two-leg order. First order is a market order. Second order is a stop loss order. Bracket order is a three-leg order with your market order, stop loss order, and a profit-making order. Whichever gets traded first cancels the other. It is one of the biggest revenue generating product that we have seen, and most of our customers, the most of volumes comes out of this bracket order sort of product. SLBM for dealers, it is not allowed for internet as of now, but for dealers, there is an SLBM functionality also available. Apart from the exchange traded instruments, we do provide mutual funds on BSE Star MF, MFSS, online IPOs, and OFS also in the platform. From integration perspective, to provide an end-to-end functionality, there are open APIs available which third parties can consume on, and in certain cases we can do staging DB integration, take inputs from the back office and update in a batch process on the front office. So whether it's a DP back office, whether it's a broking back office, it can get directly integrated with the platform. Apart from that, payment gateway integrations, UPI, one-on-one integration with banks, you decide on a payment gateway aggregator, we can integrate that with the platform. You decide on the banks and share the APIs with us. We can do individual bank level integration also. UPI also we have done on Atom, we have done on SDFC for UPI integration. Then SMS and email gateway integrations, any in-house third-party API integrations, all these are part of the integration, standard integration packages that we do with the platform. Apart from this, one of the key points that we have done is integrating Refinitive content inside the platform. So whether it's news or whether it's company fundamentals or scanners, chartings, automatically generated stock reports, all these are available as a different module for you to subscribe. It's an optional module which can be integrated with the platform, but available in the entire ecosystem. So there's a look of the web trading interface which we have. This has got a landing dashboard. Actually, I'll show you a brief on the product. So when you log in inside the platform, it lands you to a landing page. The landing page is widget based, where clients can define which all widgets they want for themselves. And the system stores that particular setting. Next time when the client logs in, he gets all the view of the platform, right? So all these widgets that you are seeing over here is added through a interface. Say, suppose I close this widget, I say add widget. I go to this and I say add heat map. So heat map gets added over here. Your market watch, your order book, trade book, net position report, everything is provided as a widget inside the platform, and you can play around with that. See, one of the biggest feedback that we got from the market is, in case of browser terminals, there is no flexibility available with the client to arrange his desktop. Means it's take it or leave it kind of scenarios in today's market, where we are publishing one static dashboard and clients are forced to use it. We try to make it more flexible. You can create a default landing page, which can be published to all the customers, but based on its need, a customer can change the dashboard based on his requirements. So your market watch is here. You have a buy order form. Now there is a change in the buy order form also, where so as soon as the client opens the order form, there is a limited order form that opens. But if you want to view more information on that particular script, right? Your quotes, your market depth, your combined market depth is of BSE and NSE put together. So the client can do on the same interface without getting out of the platform, right? Similarly, you have sell button, and there is a detailed page. This does what is, it gives a detailed overview of that particular script, right? What is the order in that particular script? What is the trade in that particular script? If there are any alerts on that script, if there is any news on that script. So if I click on detail, it takes you to the detail page where you get quotes, intraday charts, order book, positions, trade book, holdings, everything on that platform. You click on the home button, you again go back to the landing page. You have all the options available over here in the trade button, your market watch, order book, trade book, net position, holdings, collateral quantities, your spread orders, all your reports, alerts, IPO, FS, mutual fund, whichever is enabled on the platform, value-added products. There are tools, span, calculator, option calculators. There are scanners in the platform, your user profiles, widget profiles. You can increase or decrease the font. The client can increase or decrease the font based on his requirement. So say, suppose I want to go font settings. So I can change it to big, small, or large. Say, suppose I want to reduce this. I click on this and the font size gets reduced. This can be integrated, means all the integrations that we spoke about in the PPT is available on this platform only also. The next product is Nest, which is the most widely accepted desktop. In fact, we call it Aapka Apna desktop platform. And you have been accustomed to this platform since ages. The underlying platform under NOW was Nest, and I'll show you a brief of that so that you can relate to that. All your keys, functionalities, features, RMS with plus gets onto you through this Nest offering. All your keys are same, your order book, trade book, net position, market watch, everything is in line with what NOW has. There are additional things available in that, which we can do a detailed demo and one-on-one presentations with you all. This is the mobile interface. It is available both on Android and iOS. Integrated means two versions of it. One is without content, one is integrated with Refinitive content. Risk management, as we said, it's a flexible risk management system. All the risk management rules that you were using on NOW are part of this platform. Plus, there are additional risk management rules which you can use and configure your risk management as per your requirement. One blocker that was there, you were not able to upload files during the day on NOW. This particular instance will allow you to upload files during the day also. You can have incremental files uploaded during the day. And managed services, we will host the platform. We will put the hardware, we'll put the OS, we'll put firewalls, routers, everything. You will have to terminate lease line at the data center. The data center where we are hosting this service is NetMagic in Vikhroli and Chandivali. So from your side, we would need your help in terminating the lease lines. Apart from that, everything else is managed by us. We'll do the end of the day and beginning of the day operations. All of those is automated. You will get alerts, whether your files are uploaded, whether your EOD is done or BOD is done, everything is delivered in mailbox. Similarly, we have an institutional platform for buy side. It provides your directional execution strategies, arbitrage strategies, pair trading strategies, multi-leg option strategies, Greek neutrals, jobbing strategies for you to process your buy side orders. From the directional algo perspective, we have TWAP, VWAP, POV, price band, iceberg, stealth, incognito, arrival price, price spread, block, TWAP plus POV, predictive DS. Anyone who is interested in using an institutional platform, if you are trading with any of those buy sides and you want to automate your flow, you can please reach out to us. We can have a detailed demonstration on this. I'm taking cognizance of the time and we are running out of time. I'm rushing through some of the slides, but what I wanted to tell you is all the offerings that we have, and then we can have detailed presentation on each of these offerings. Similarly, we have this terminal for wealth advisors, which we'll call as Refinitive Workspace. This is a big differentiation for your customers, where you as a broker can analyze the portfolio of each of your customers by uploading their positions in this workspace, and can have good insight on the client's portfolio, and you can give advice based on that. Any advisor of yours, or you before speaking to a customer, if you want to know the health of the portfolio of that customer, what is there in that, what is the contribution, what is the attribution to that particular portfolio, you can do this through this wealth management platform. It's a web-based platform available on internet, no hardware required, on a hosted solution. Just upload the position of the client, and you get full overview on the position, on the script, on the data, on fundamentals, everything in a much deeper way that you can think of. So this is risk analysis on that portfolio. There are ranking models in that which analyzes the portfolio and give ranks to the scripts. Moving on from portfolio tracker, there are other premium content and widgets which Refinitive provides. It means on news, on fundamental data, on macroeconomic data, mutual funds, alternative data, reference and pricing data, some proprietary content. These are all part of the portfolio that we have on the content side. One of the most important and widely used content set is this Stock Report Plus. It's an AI-generated automated report on all the 2,000 active scripts. This ranks the scripts based on 5 basic parameters and then give a score to the script. It's a 10-11 page auto-generated report without any human intervention, with scientific data and explanation on how that particular score is arrived. On all the 5 basic parameters on which we rank, there is an individual rank at each of the parameter, how that rank is arrived, why that rank is arrived, and a rationale is given in this particular report. Also, if you see, there is this IBS mean estimate, or what we call as analyst recommendation. This does what is, we have a set of analysts who are following a particular script. It takes a mean of all the ratings that analysts have given to that particular stock and comes out with a recommendation on that based on what the market is thinking on that. So this is an AI generated report, and it gets integrated inside the platform. If you subscribe to it, when a client clicks on that, he will have option to download this report and view this report. Similarly, we have these widgets on economic indicators, stock ranking. This social media TRMI sentiment, it actually maps the media sentiment against the movement of indices. And so what it does, it tracks news, social media, everything across a particular script. And based on the news, we draw a chart on that and compare it with Nifty on the sentiments, whether the sentiment that we have plotted and the sentiment with which Nifty is moving is in line or not. And it gives a comparison around that. This also has an ability to filter some of the noise in the news that we collect, right? There are a lot of fake news. There are a lot of rumors that are there on the social media platform. Through a set of algorithms, there would be an option where you can see the chart with those contents included or with those content minus from that. And then we have the sleeper rating for mutual funds. So this is it from our side on the platform. For any queries, Mr. Sunil Desai is our proposition sales for India, and he handles that. His mobile number and email ID is there. All of you can reach out to him for further details on this product. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mr. Maheshwari, for the Q&A.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Arun Prasad and Rajiv. We would like to take the questions from our webinar who have logged in, and you can go into the chat and have a look at the question so that you could start looking into each question and then giving your reply. That would be the easy way out. Yeah. Chat में कहाँ? Chat.
Okay, so I can't see questions here. If you can.
Yeah, 1 minute. Dr. Prasad? Dr. Prasad, can we I'm also not able to see the questions that are asked by our webinars who have logged in. Dr. Prasad. Dr. Prasad. Dr. Prasad. Just 1 minute, I'm just connecting to him.
Sure.
Dr. Prasad.
One minute, sir. I'm just taking the questions. 1 minute.
Yeah.
We'll just hold for a minute, then
Yeah.
We'll close. One.
Just as Dr. Prasad is looking into it, I just wanted to understand whether you have a basket order entry system in your software. Is it existing?
Yeah.
The
That is
basket
it.
order.
Basket order is there.
Basket order is there. And what about smart order entry? Can a client place a smart order entry?
So yes, we generally suggest smart order to be used on an Insti platform or a buy-side transaction platform. But if you want, there is a platform available for dealers through which they can put smart orders. It's not available to customers.
It is not available to individual clients.
Yeah. And customers on internet, because obviously, there is latency on the feeds that they get, and then if there is a discrepancy on placing an order, that creates.
Okay. There is one more question which I had is, can we put in a pending order with a stop loss order on your platform? I'm not
limit
talking
order,
about a covered. Yeah, I'm talking about a limit order with a stop loss.
Yes, you can.
This can be put.
Yeah.
The products that I have just talked to you with, that is whether it is a smart order or a basket order or a limit order with a stop loss order, is it all license based for each product, or it is a package that comes with a dealer package?
So SOR is license based, but cover order and basket order is part of the package. Bracket order is again a module.
Bracket order is a module.
Three-legged order is a module, but cover order and basket order is part of the platform.
Okay. So the product that has been given to BSE, the product BEST, is a product which is Omnisys product or a Refinitive product.
Exactly.
So I just wanted to understand, that's a free product, and yours is definitely a lot of content-based product that is being rolled out by you. But that product would keep running parallelly with your products forever, or how is it? Or is it there's some kind of a licensing agreement that is in place with BSE?
For BSE, you are saying?
Yes, with BSE.
So BSE, they have taken the standard modules which was available on NOW from us, and that is a license-based platform. Till the time regulator allows them to run that platform, we will help them in running that platform.
Okay. We'll just check up. Dr. Prasad?
Yeah, just on Zoom chart, you can see the questions. Can you see the questions pasted on the Zoom chart?
Yeah.
So the first question is, can you provide us hosted services for the trading front-end software? Yes, we are only provided hosted solution only. We'll manage the setup for you.
Okay.
Is RMS service like NOW available on internet, or dedicated lease line service is required? So it's available on internet also. Means if you want to have a point-to-point lease line between data center and yourself, you can do that. Else you can connect on internet also. It depends on the kind of positions and the kind of performance that you want. Will migration from NOW to Refinitive possible? You will have to create clients on the platform, and so there won't be automatic porting from NOW to Refinitive. But based on the file formats that you were using in NOW, most of the file formats are same. You can upload the same files inside the platform and create all your customers onto the platform. Okay. I can see 3 questions only on the chat.
Okay. And how much time would it take for a client to onboard onto your software?
Since managed services is involved in this, generally it will take 3 months for the entire migration with exchange approvals and everything.
Including time required to bring in the lease line and then get connected to the...
So, sir, lease line is broker's responsibility. Means if you terminate the lease lines, we will take 3 months to make that live. Means that can happen parallelly also. We can configure the systems, we can start working on that, and simultaneously you can apply for the lease lines.
By when can you have a shared system in place so that on a single platform there can be multiple brokers who can log in?
Yeah, so that we are planning for next year, end of next year. End of 2021, we are planning to have an hosted a multi-tenanted platform shared infrastructure. In this case, we have dedicated infrastructure for each individual broker. And the performance on that platform would be much, much better than what you have got on all other platforms.
So is your system as of now ready with all regulatory compliances, including interoperability?
Yes.
And everything?
Yeah. So the newest version that we have launched, 3.19.1, is with interop. We have changed the net position report to show scripts as a single line instead of exchange-wise. All your order book, trade book, all your square offs, M2M based square off, auto square offs, all are based on the interop. The broker will have to choose a default clearing agency, and based on that, the risk management, the square offs and everything will happen. We have done changes for cash margin also, which is going live from 1st of July. So for non-POS stocks, if a client is selling that, there would be wire and ELM which would be charged on those positions.
Okay.
We are working for EDIS integration, and what we are what we are expecting is by end of or beginning of August, we should be live with NSDL EDIS also for marking EDIS and selling. The margin part would be done later. There is one more API that they have released. But for blocking this, marking EDIS on the platform, we should be ready by first week of August.
I think there are no more queries that is left to be answered. So with that, we will close the session. Thank you very much, Refinitive team, Mr. Arun Prasad and Mr. Rajiv Ranjan, and Mr. Sunil Desai. We would share your email ID with all our members to get in touch with you, and we look forward for many, many members boarding with your software and going live. Thank you very much for the excellent and elaborate presentation given by Refinitive. Thank you once again.